Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Ibrahim. April 17th, 2024. Today, now, April 17th, 2024. A few things. I really don't want to do this message. I don't have much time. I don't get much time now, but I just, also I left, I will continue later. I listened to Kelfala Marah in speech. And nothing is more annoying when these guys speak. When they get it's guy for talk to will like they feel say how they don't minimize the intellectual capacity of Sierra Leoneans. They feel seen as so we own them day. When they talk to Salon people and you see they have this condescending way for talk to the people and they are the everything that then be all thing that then sabi all thing that then get sense that then sabi talk to the people and no worry no more than I sabi manipulate them. When you listen to these guys, all you hear is manipulation. Let's manipulate the mindset of Sierra Leoneans. But Kelfala Marah, I have one message for you because what you annoy me all you talk, it is the fact where you say you don't listen to social media. You don't listen to social media. So I'm going to analyze that aspect of things. I'll get that clear. Let today be the first and last. Where any other politician, they kind of can talk about the fact saying not listen to social media. Today will be the last one. The rest of the issue there with you and at the begin by you first. I don't know hear a couple of times, but the card gets today properly. Because it's very annoying when people they lie like this. This is just criminal life. Way of doing things that you guys have been doing for so long. I know say you guys are opposed to social media, especially when it's not in your favor. Notwithstanding the fact that you sit on that country there for 5 years of Marabio that led us into a tripartite in connivance with the parliament, Cherikoko, and all these other useless blokes. The executive of the APC at the time will not be there because there was no executive at the time working. Anyways, but the parliament was totally responsible at a particular point in time, for make sure so they protect Sierra Leone's democracy. Look at Senegal today. Look at these nations. Young men they come together and say, yes, let's work for our people. The people pay them back. You see how they do it? No criminology. Because Senegalese would not allow his nasty. Now, Salonu now, the type that they survive, Kelfala Marah, now Salonu, the type that they survive in Sierra Leone. For a country we don't get a brutal rebel war where you think say people in land. I can't address on that issue. You see, it's very sad. It's very sad. Before I come to your side, that nonsense where you talk about giving us updates on the tripartite committee, where we know say na two things we expect on that tripartite committee there. I know say I don't plan for right but could gibberish, and I didn't listen to your undertone where you talk at the hear you. It's so clear that you're not going to ask for the results. Let you produce the results, even if you ask. It's so clear that you're not going to produce the June 24th results, and it's clear so you're not going to ask for a rerun elections. It is becoming very clear. But I can't address your side. Let's talk to Abbas Bundu first. So let's talk to Abbas Bundu. I see Abbas Bundu don't retire from Parliament. When I started reading the book of Abbas Bundu, I'm not God. Me not to Allah. Me not to God. Me not to Jesus Christ. I'm not a prophet. But when I started reading Dr. Abbas Bundu's book, for all the way they follow me, and I even post all the series they hit. And then the past few days, of course, I don't just, feel like it, sitting in front of my microphone. But when I start for read Dr. Abbas Bundu's book, I don't be no say go lead to a resignation. But I tell you this. Even if me reading the book of Dr. Abbas Bundu not get nothing to do with a resignation, I believe no more say get small impact into everything that play out. You see, because that book of Dr. Abbas Bundu, it is like a testimonial to say, and I'm sure, say I juggle the mind of Dr. Abbas Bundu. Because them book in there, I believe, say don't put on a shelf a long time. So, if you know the contents and the details of what he writes inside in book. So it was like when I read that book there, I believe, say, it gets an epiphany. There was a moment of truth. We come in and say, you know what, this guy is right. This young man is correct. I wrote about everything that happened. I write about all the terrible acts of the SLPP. I write about the Julius Spencers. I write about the Tijan Kabars. I write about what happened when lead we Ted Kamajos then can become the military of the government of SLPP. I write about all of this. Yes, so I should not be a part of a government or parliament will destroy democracy like how they destroy democracy. So So this is what I'll say. So in as much as Dr. Abass Bundu, it's at least when somebody honorably decides, say, it's time for me to give up the boots. It's an honorable venture. We don't get that necessarily. But of course, Abass Bundu can afford for retire now because look at his age. He has everything he needs. Abass Bundu, no, I don't think he's a super wealthy man, but he will not be poor for the rest of his life. I believe they get picking them when they're overseas somewhere doing well. Maybe they're back home doing well. They will take care of him. Grand picking them. They will take care of him. I believe they don't invest enough. This man don't there in the political climate of Sierra Leone for a very long time. So at the age, it's okay. But the next year, we not see in the African culture. So in as much as his resignation is honorable, but his legacy would be one that is filled with rot for the rest of his life. Because when you go back to the parliaments where he superintend over, the parliaments where remove 10 members of parliament, where then take the speaker, they force him down the throat, of everybody, every Sierra Leonean, geared to the Abass Bundu. The parliament will write all the terrible laws, the cybercrime bills, the public elections laws. They will tweak and play all kind of games with the people. The parliament will sit down and then kill and massacre and McKinney. Abass Bundu not do anything about it. The parliament will sit down and watch the massacre in Lozar, Tombo, Mile 91, kill with people in the Pademba Road prisons. The parliament did not do anything. Abass Bundu as the speaker could not even summon the president to come and ask questions. Could not even summon the IG, say the president, forcing down the throats of Sierra Leoneans for come answer questions in the well of parliament, in a serious parliament where we know that the parliament, according to section 105, is the supreme legislative authority, where give Abass Bundu the authority and the power for come and investigate and hold anybody accountable to answer. Abass Bundu no hold nobody accountable to answer. Abass Bundu na the same man this way, a set of members of ECOWAS parliament at the time when this government, they fought for do boundary delimitation, they fought for do census and all kinds of stuff. Abass Bundu in parliament pass up. The ECOWAS parliamentarian, then come for pay a visit in parliament. Cashbox, they talk about that the other day. I get a video. I go, it's on this phone that I'm recording now, so I would not be able to play it. But the guy in the ECOWAS parliament, and they talk about the fact that say, then come na Sierra Leone for come visit. Nobody from the opposition, and not even Abass Bundu, who be don't serve. Abass Bundu will be don't serve as a Secretary General of ECOWAS. He said then come na Salon for come talk about the early warning signs and everything. Cherry Coco not show up. APC members of parliament not show up. Now that meeting, and this was a planned meeting. Then guy they have fly. Then they fly come out in various countries there for Salon without planning and having a meeting, making sure say everybody calendar jam. Abass Bundu did not show up at the meeting of parliament. The guy talked and said they were treated with indifference. This was the time where Honorable Cherry Coco got dodge ECOWAS parliament. The guy they said that they come to Salon for can see what in happen. They look at Liberia. Liberia don't pick a fresh president. Look at Senegal. All these countries are doing well. Look at what's happening at Sierra Leone. We see blatantly the election was stolen in front of our eyes. That make it reach to Kelfala Marah on your side. But Abass Bundu superintended over a parliament that destroyed democracy. After Abass Bundu see the way the rebel war affect we, the way the SLPP bring the Kamajos, they can put them over the military, the disastrous effect we get on we nation. Because we from the 1997 to 1999, all the instability, the bombings them, where Julius Spencer them through 98.1 FM, they call the Ekomog and bomb with people, them kill innocent Sierra Leoneans, them lock with people them up. Where we see how the games that were played within ECOWAS, how Nigeria, Sani Abacha, how where he was himself na be a junta leader at the time. Junta leader, they can make championship but we okay na Sierra Leone, where Johnny Paul them be there in charge. This is the thing. We see how they play that kind of a game where ECOWAS not be get the approval of the UN Secretary General, the UN Security Council. But at the same time, Kofi Annan na Ghana, because he don't work with Tijan Kaba, where Tijan Kabana, the same man this way from 1967, when an investigator for SLPMB and take up a runaway car overseas. Salon are the only country. President Koroma and Eskoloma encouraged Tijan Kaba, he come. They encouraged him after in presidency. Momo, now encouraged Tijan Kaba, let come, APC party. This man thief. Now I run away from SLPMB. Now Tijen Kabana they run down SLPMB. It tifla. Ura kangi amnesty. Joseph Saidu Momo. After him presidency back, Ura protect him. And Eskuruma. Waiting synonymous to these two people. APC connections. APC. They don't say where APC they give we, they safeguard terrible people. President Kuruma back, he come back, he watch Mother Bio back with everything that happened. Now I make us say Sierra Leoneans don't read. I swear to God, when you read the history of the country, you don't notice some people you should never, ever, ever allow them or spread a platform for them let them survive. So Abass Bundu, your legacy is riddled with rot and filth, with nonsense and nasty. You destroyed democracy, and we would always remind you of what you did as the speaker that superintended over a parliament that remains in the book of history as the most nonsensical, useless, futile, foolish bunch of, bunch of just useless miscreants that they go sit down with parliament. They no sabi nothing. They know nothing. Mandemo, as well as the Mandemo. Of course, I can get excuse to one or two. But then the system is so nasty and rotten that they've been bought and sucked into the system. But we are watching them. The same Abass Bundu, now they read, they talk how Sheikh Stevens been narrate back in the day, how the most dangerous politicians, them, that the one they will just come on at the bread line. So what's at the bread line? We know say Sierra Leone, most of these guys grew up very poor. You take the Honorable Abdul Kagbo today. He's now the leader of the opposition. Grew up very poor family background. We all poor family background. So when we come into the limelight, we're able for us to survive. We do small school. We go, we're able for survive. We enter the political climate. What do they think about? Now, how for dress we picking them? How for dress we wear them? How we set the dress? You see them now, they dress all the best dresses them. But they need to think about taking care of the people. So they can for just slant everything in their favor. Write bad contracts them. Don't hold governments accountable. Abdul Kagbo, they tell me for say, the president, now I'm picking phone, he called the IG. They think that is democracy. Then they wonder, say, how this part of the world where they all kill miri for bring their family and come. They want to bring their wife and come overseas. They want to bring their picking and come overseas for can work, they can see the beautiful sides of life. But they don't intend for make Sierra Leone look away for look. People like the Abdul Kagbos, Abass Bundu writes about all of these things, and he see them in front of your eyes. Since 2018, people like Cherry Coco were compromised. Cherry Coco sell with democracy, could not stand up, could not protect us at a time when we needed that. Adrian Fisher, Cherry Coco run Komoiko's parliament for car approve Adrian Fisher. Adrian Fisher, the same judge, will tell Payan Sane and Aneskuruma, they say, therefore vacate the office. When they tell them, say they go do forensic audit, we from that 10 in light forensic audit. Because people know where all the money when they come out of the diaspora, they go to the APC party. Where all this money they use up, what's they spend up, napa rent, napa waiting, napa overheads, how they spend this money. Forensic audit, that was the silence of Payasane. But Abass Bundu, when I begin read that you book there, I don't know say go lead to a resignation. But I'm happy that at least you decide for step aside. Will they watch for see what I get for bring? Now that incompetent, inept one, now I get for bring that empty one where they talk city Tunis or whatever, and they name them, they get a name, they mix up the name, cannot even give a shit. The one that is PRO for APC now, or the one within a ECOWAS parliament where they tell LPP, I'm listening, and then go for come bring for come be the speaker. Empty-headed party loyalists, patronage politics. That is all they're doing. They don't care about the country. That a political party. When they take picture, they wear green. Then they wear red. Then a party. It's all about them party. It's not about Sierra Leoneans. Now then they ability to go for and give the speakership. But this is the nation we'll get. It's a wreck. It's a mess. The opposition cannot hold the ruling government because, again, you take again the Abdul Kagbos. Poor mentality, poor attitude, poor mindset. All you're thinking is, how I get for stuff me pocket up. How I get for fill up my bank account. So it's no more about the people. But I can't to Kelfala Marah. Abass Bundu, bye-bye. Good riddance. Good riddance. You destroy with democracy. You destroy with country. If Salon people are in abject poverty today, if the Kush epidemic is don't saturate the system so much, and then when I run now, I can't give you emergency on the health, a public health emergency. And wait till today, Abdul Kagbo as the leader of the opposition, if he come out and explain to him people, him in constituents, waiting he mean. Today to this point, they cannot talk about that. Although you go by the Kush conference where they be all and all that nonsense, talk JBJBD. But all of these things, Abass Bundu watch as parliament. When this Kush business, it don't begin like 2-3 years ago. We talked about it as a speaker and as leader of the opposition, Cheriko at the time. They don't mass this thing intact. They didn't do it. They not do it. Tell we brother and sister there. They rot so they die. They say human capital development. Mother beauty run up and down. Human capital development. With brothers and sisters them. They don't become useless. They cannot pay attention to the politics anymore. No. So what's go happen now? Now they're picking them. Now they continue for run the race for lead with country. Well, I talk to Kelfala Marah. You know, Kelfala Marah, when you say you don't listen, that's why I want you to talk. Oh, me, I don't tell you. And some people don't tell you. Kelfala Marah, you are not fit for no leadership position. You guys have just been coasting because President Koroma Giuna. You see, President Koroma, what you do in that country, they're not fine. People that will not work, we're not fit for democracy under no circumstances. That they take position on my kanki. So they don't understand the values of what it's like to fight to get power. Like how the Sankor of Senegal, the Sonkor, you know, the Bassirou Faye. These people fight for get power. They know it worth. And they know that the people put them there. I swear to God, you know, go see how they go work for them people. President Koroma just go take these guys because man and get PhD, can't work. They don't struggle. They don't know the struggles of democracy. They don't know the struggles of the people. They don't feel the pain of the people. So you guys are not fit for any position in that country when it comes to political position. Yes, okay, first how they put una, but even una expertise, we don't see them. Also, don't go work in the world where una resume go show the impact that you guys have made. Other than the fact that una run those school go get PhD. Then some of them can go to that West African bank or something. Go work this small number, this and that. Where you guys were not even pivotal in making the policies and writing the policies or all of that kind of stuff they did, without being supervised or superintended over and all that kind of stuff they did. So also una feel so una fit for any, positions of authority when it comes to political. What you don't do, Kelfala Marah, what you don't do civically for teach people in civic education. What have you done to stand up to protect democracy? Nothing. For you come now, you can't tell we say you didn't listen to social media. It is an insult. So I ask you this question because you're listening this freaking message right now. The American I will get choice words for people like you. But I go reach that side if I reach there. It depends on how I feel. But I get this question for you. When you say you don't listen to social media, what do you mean? Because it's twofold. When somebody say I didn't listen to social media, it can be two ways. One, it didn't listen, but they don't give a crap, which means it listen, but it don't give a shit. It gives a little fuck about what people they say, especially when these voices are critical. So voices like myself, they but they don't care because they know say what we're saying is the fact and nothing but the facts. They know say we're holding them to account, so they don't like that. Because, in Africa, these guys, they feel say and get big shoulders. So they don't perk up them shoulders now, thinking, say, nobody can talk to them anymore. Whatever they say is the correct thing. Whatever they want is what they want. So maybe that's not one aspect of them. It listens, but it gives a shit. And that is an insult also to your listeners or the one way they support you on social media, where they defend you on social media. It is an insult to them to say that you don't listen. But then the second part is, you don't listen at all, which means you don't even listen, which means you're not even listening to this message. It means that you don't even get a phone way connected to WhatsApp. It means that you don't even get Twitter accounts. It means that you don't even have a fake Facebook page. It means that you don't even get a that is what that means. So it means that you are so out of touch. Which means that you don't even know what you people want. You don't even know the aspirations of the citizens of Sierra Leone. Well, to that I said to you, fuck you, Kelfala Marah. That's the choice words where we get for people like you. We are hypocritical and liars. You are freaking lying. You don't listen to WhatsApp. You consume WhatsApp. Because folks they tell me now, I say you get a WhatsApp group. When people share stuff where like you delete Sunday, it means you listen. So which side are you on? Is it the side where you don't listen, you give a shit? Or you don't listen at all because you're not connected on social media? But I know the latter, which is what I just mentioned. So say you even get a WhatsApp group which means you are in touch, which means you don't listen to social media, but you come there for open up your phalanges, for open up your mouth, for can't talk to we and tell we say you know listen to social media because you feel say it is an insult to people like us. So because you're insulting us, we got to tell you some of these choice words ourselves. So for all of you guys, we're not a politician then. If you have nothing to say, or you know what, for can answer the question they ask you, not come to social media, tell you say you didn't listen to social media. Because if you do that, we'll tell you to fuck off, and we'll tell you to fuck you, and we'll tell you to get the fuck out of our faces. Get out. You see, the insult is too much. You see, guys, sometimes you don't want to talk the way they talk so. You don't want to do it. But when people continue over and over again for say we are idiots or we are fools, it comes to a point where we got to tell them how we feel. And sometimes that is what it takes. I know I have presidential ambition. Me saying all of these words, when I can play any turn on for player, it's not going to shake nothing out of me. For say, my Ibrahim, the contest for president, now listen now they talk so, right? No, those days are over. The time they don't pass. Now we live in a world where people that don't deserve respect should not be giving respect. That's the world we're living in. And we're going to be brash, we're going to be harsh, we're going to be rough with it. If we come on a treat we with respect, we're going to treat you with respect. If you come, you treat certain people with fitiai, we'll treat you with fitiai. At least we're not the cost mamikos, but I will tell you to go fuck yourself off. Because you cannot come there and can't tell we say you don't listen to social media, Kelfala Marah. That is bullshit. You don't dare Sierra Leone all these years. They take Rokel Commercial Bank. It was dying. President Nkrumah resurrects Commercial Bank. They fund the bank so that the bank can survive and stand. They take money from the consolidated fund because whatever money, they pour into the bank so the bank will survive. It will save jobs. It will save the economy. Business will thrive. Business will thrive. You save the bank. SLPP can open up a commissions of inquiry about the bank. The bank where they pay dividend. The dividend, SLPP, they eat the dividend. Where the bank they pay to the government today. Kelfala Marah, you cannot come out and say shit about that. But the only time when you come out for can talk, Kelfala Marah, was when you count your pamphlet where you don't write up. You say get you 5 or 10 point or 20 point agenda. You go 098.1 with you open yourself. They tell we now about the Rokel Commercial Bank and this and that. When sit down and watch SLPP, they molest APC people. They molest people like the former President Nkrumah. You did not say shit. Kelfala Marah, they kill people. Bastardization of our democracy. Everything that happened in that country. Democracy was killed every day. You don't get one comment, no statement. There's no video of you condemning when they remove 9 members of parliament. There is no video of you. Kelfala Marah, you're not on the record for anything. Nothing. You guys did not protect, defend democracy. You not stand up for the people. Makeni massacre, you're not on the record for anything, for can defend the lives of Sierra Leoneans, for defend democracy, for somebody where they in the government we promoted democracy, President Nkrumah. Una sit down, you can't fly first car in England. All the money on around loot and thief that country, I can't buy them big house in England. Because I don't give a shit what you get for saying no work like that, go work now overseas, we go afford some of the houses so I get overseas. The life that you guys are living, the salon money, una thief, una all na tifa. Because there's so many ways. We have to know the loophole, the thief. We know. But because of what you can just, left aside it. If we get tripartite committee today, we see also the chair. Now because of una ineptitude and lack of dexterity, una not show no prowess. Una allow the BO regime. We see through now. Una don't sell that democracy day. But what do we want now? 2 things, Kelfala Marah. And the people of Sierra Leone will not let it go. We will not give una peace. We don't tell una point blank, Kelfala Marah. The fact of the matter is, either una give with the results of the June 24th elections. Let's talk about it about we look into all the laws there. How we passing the petition. We not look into all. Hey, but we want the results of the June 24th elections. Or una de give we a rerun elections. There is nothing here, oh, well, this man don't knock 1 year now, now be now, now just manage, now go into 2028 elections. We don't tolerate time, we don't accept time, Kelfala Marah. I want you to know, and I know you're listening, even though you can't fit here, we tell you don't listen to social media, because you think say you go disregard we, disrespect we, that now we will talk, because what we talk, and say we're saying the facts, because we know say we're not stupid and we're not the idiots. Just like a lot of Sierra Leoneans are not stupid, they're not idiots. The average Sierra Leonean don't wise up, they don't get sense. We don't teach them civic responsibilities. Then no say when people go vote, according to Section 42 of the Constitution, we make it very clear where it be say we forget the over 55% of the votes. Now you win an election. We know say new come and talk and I say the results. There is no way that first round anybody win that election day. Section 42, all the way through, it talks about elections. So we don't lack laws. Kelfala Marah, we have laws. Laws is not our problem in Sierra Leone. What do we lack? That people will not get spine like a you. We don't stand up for defend democracy. We don't stand up for protect the institutions them. Way before the time where PPRC they misbehave, you had nothing to say. You don't stand up. The time where ECSL they appoint all the commissioners them. They all were SLPP biased. You had nothing to say at that particular point in time. The time where, you know, they change the public election laws and all of that. You don't get nothing for say. You call on yourself, say on a sabi policy. But when they read the law and they will see what's the wrong in those laws, when they come out and talk about them and condemn them. No, you did not do that. Now you lead into a tripartite committee where you feel say now you cut your shoulder, you think you're proud of, oh, I'm doing a big work for Sierra Leone. You're not doing shit. What you're doing is because we are not work the owner for work, I make the labor so now. We're not a slave now, so because we are not do the work owner for do at the time owner they do. The time owner for don't struggle and stand up and defend democracy. Take the people of Sierra Leone out there in the streets to defend democracy. When I see them the coast. Now they watch democracy they die in front of our eyes. That was what you guys did. Now make we get tripartite committee. So some of we talk. We don't want to reach to tripartite. We be no say the people of Sierra Leone, that first rounds, Marabi would have been dead and gone. Finish. We knew that. The people were determined, Kelfala Marah. They told they deprived citizens them for come and register. Where were you, Kelfala Marah? You didn't say shit. You're not on the record. You didn't say nothing about it. When people struggle, they're 18, 19-year-old, we picking their way on 18, 19 because me self now, me big bobo, you don't 20. So now they all in disenfranchised. So if you be there Sierra Leone, enough for vote. When they say, where you buy certificate, they carry the yellow one. They say, no, not the blue one. Then torment their life them. Kelfala Marah, where were you? Then you kind of social media, you can't tell you don't listen to social media. That is why you're jacked up and that is why you are out of touch. That is why you're so fucked up. Because you don't know what is going on. But I know you know, but you guys are hypocrites. Now make it can't tell you listen to social media. They insult people. When some of them they consume social media past anything. You listen to WhatsApp. You listen to all our messages. Them. Any message will come on, you listen to her. So like they are not saying like me, voice is heavy. So some man when I so like when I listen, when I feel for go peace. So I understand if when you listen to me message, it's tough to hear. I get it. Now make the kind of guy tell you they listen to social media. But when they listen, because I'm not so like for pick one or two facts. I don't want to go into constitution and everything that entails what and this and that and the whole thing. But me, they make a very simple for now. And Salon people are making a very simple for now. All we say to her is this. It's pretty straightforward. Give me the results of the June 24th elections because that is what democracy is all about. It is the will of the people. The power belongs to the people. Sovereignty belongs to the people. Oh, when I call for a rerun elections, we're not taking anything less than those two, that one of these options. Nothing less. Either you give me the results when they declare the actual winner, or you make sure say when I call for a rerun election. It's simple. We're not ask for much. We people not gonna go toil, don't suffer, then go vote. Then you feel say you can thief the votes of the people, and then you sit on there. We're not a tolerator. I tell you, I say, Marabi travel because there is nothing to do. He's not the president. Everything is illegal in the country right now. Now, what should I go see there? Pentecostal pastors, them. I think that just affair, all these other people, and they are still go pay visit to Marabio. All of these religious leaders, them, now they kill democracy in our country. When you look at countries like Senegal, now the clergy, them, now they stand up. The clergymen, them, now they stand up. The imam, them. And then they lead the people, them, tell them what are the right thing. But Sierra Leone, we imam them, the pastor them, they all connive against. But you get people that still go to church and go give them collection. I get to do a special message on that. When I still go to church and I go give them collection. Now why imam will stand up, we preach what he preach. Now month or so, they sack him. They sack him. Una they come out, they go give collection at church. So I just affect them or waiting around. Then get una sabi there. Una go get in collection. Una they suffer. Una go get in collection. They don't stand up for una. They don't protect democracy. They kill democracy. Yesterday they go work out to Marabio. Deep for yesterday. They go work out to Marabio. Because what's Marabio try for project now is that the country is stable. There is peace and stability. Let international partners take it easy. Because America and everybody's on the case. For say we forget to rerun elections or produce the results. So Kelfala Marah, the tripartite committee was set up for that. Don't fuck yourself around, my man. Don't feel say they play with intelligence now. Una they give you the results or we call for a rerun elections, Kelfala Marah. We don't put you in a tight place. And that is why una go for the tight until una give it to una for kiwi. There is no two ways to this. So if there is a tripartite today, now because of your lethargy, because of your laziness, because of your ineptitude, now I make we get a tripartite committee for looking to the outcomes of the elections. If we don't protect the election, like how Senegal protect the election, Macky Sall not to do on our way so today. It be the jail sonko, the jail fire, a fix that they do. Who don't run away today? Who that laugh last? Who laughs last? Who laughs the best? Who laughs last? Now they laugh the best. Now Sonko go laugh. Faye go laugh. And then laugh last. Who that laugh last? Now he laugh the best. Kelfala Marah, don't play with us. Don't ever come on social media and can't tell people to say they listen to social media. Please, shut up. And any other politician, we come with Andy anytime we do it. Because now this way, we don't insult, we don't continue for insults with people, we don't get no respect and dignity for people. So I feel so I can't talk to anybody anyhow. Abass Bundu, good riddance to you. Go retire. But your legacy is rotten. Bye-bye, everybody.